The views and opinions expressed by the host and callers of this program are not necessarily the views of Genesis Communications, its management, or its sponsors.
Genesis Communications presents the show that's helping people see better and feel better all over Florida. It's Ask the Doctor with board-certified optometric physician, certified nutritional specialist, and popular radio host, Dr. Michael Lange of Lange Eye Care and Associates.
Doctor, my eyes cannot see the sky. Is this the price for having learned how not to cry?
Alrighty, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host this morning live to answer any and all questions you may have regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic. So pick up the phones and give me a call, 1-866-977-4820. If you're new to the program, I'm Dr. Michael Lange. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm a board-certified optometric physician. I'm also a certified nutritional specialist, founder of Lange Eye Care and Associates, the Lange Eye Institute, and fortifeye vitamins. Once again, this show is dedicated to you, the listener, so no matter how simple or complicated the question is, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. I want to apologize. I have been out and about racing cars for the last 2 weeks and then in Vegas at a conference. So I ran a lot of tapes for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So I do want to apologize for that. I am live back in the saddle. I think this is, I don't even know the date. I think it's early October 2017, or it might be September 30th. Better yet, late September. I was actually in NOLA Speedway, New Orleans, Louisiana. I actually got it second place, so did very well in the advanced class. That was Friday before the hurricane. Then we drove back during the hurricane in our race rig to try to get to Tampa Bay to be with the family. It was amazing. We were the only people coming south on I-75. It was kind of weird looking. Then the following week, I went to Las Vegas for a conference with fortifeye vitamins. I was lecturing to doctors and talking to doctors from all over the world, ophthalmologists and optometrists, on nutrition for macular degeneration, nutrition for dry eyes. And then last week, I was down in Miami, Homestead, Miami, racing at that track. Got third place in the first race, advanced class. Was leading the second race when I had a blowout at 175 miles an hour on the back bank turn. That was a little scary. And then I did pretty good in the next 3 races as well. So real happy with the racing career. All right, we got a few people on hold. Once again, I am Dr. Michael Lange. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. Anything I talk about in this show, you can usually call fortifeye vitamins and get answers, or you can always learn about nutrition and eye care and what I've been involved in the last 15 to 20 years in development of nutraceuticals, from proteins to probiotics to macular degeneration vitamins to omega-3s at fortifeye.com. That's FORTIFEYE, fortifeye.com. Also, you can watch me on Facebook, and that's on News Talk 820. Go to their Facebook page, News Talk 820 Facebook, and that should come up, and you can watch me live. All right, let's go to the phones. You got to get up pretty early in the morning and call in pretty early to beat Bob. So we're going to go ahead and take the first caller, which is not Bob. All right, I think it's Steve in Bradenton. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Well, pretty good. I got a couple of things going on here I want to ask you about. About 3 weeks ago, I've got that retinal swelling. So Dr. Runge gave me a shot of Ozandex.
Right.
Okay. He said it was better than the Avastin.
Okay.
And he's had better luck with it, and that was 3 weeks ago. And I was doing pretty good, and then the last few days I'm starting to get blurry now. I don't know if that medicine works just on a straight line to improvement, or does it go up and down and fluctuate along the way?
Yeah, absolutely. With your condition, with swelling of the retina, macular edema, they try to use different types of drugs to lower this inflammation, the anti-VEGF drugs, steroids, things of this nature to try to control inflammation, lower edema, and thus preserve vision. And this condition can fluctuate, absolutely. So with the injection, sometimes people have worse vision right after the injection, have some inflammation, some red, irritated eyes, and then it takes a while for it to really start taking effect. And then when it takes effect, then the vision improves a little bit. Steve, this is a chronic condition, as you're well aware of, and there is no miracle cure for it. And you're doing everything in your power. You've got an ophthalmologist, you got a retina specialist, you listen to me, you're following appropriate nutritional guidelines, you've lost weight. You're doing everything you can. A little prayer never hurts either. So,
Yep.
Yes. So the answer is yes, you can have some fluctuation, unequivocally, without a doubt.
Okay, I got one other thing going on at the same time that could affect it. I don't know. I've lost 80 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm down to 209, which is pretty good for me. And I was still taking the same amount of diabetic medicine that I was. So I went to my MD, and she cut out the glipizide. So that's totally gone. She wants my blood sugar, instead of being at 90, she wants it to be in the 140, she said.
Uh-huh.
And that sounds a little higher to me. And when she took me off the glipizide, it did go up to 140. And I got kind of the same time I started getting blurry vision. And I went and asked her, would that increase in blood sugar make that vision get blurry? And she said, no, it's not enough. What's your opinion on that?
Well, have you had cataract surgery in one eye or both eyes?
Yes. Well, I only have the one eye because
Right.
the other eye, they screwed it up during a retinal detachment surgery.
Right. So fluctuating blood sugar can cause fluctuation in vision also. Absolutely. Usually when your blood sugar goes up, you get more nearsighted, so your distance vision gets blurry. When your blood sugar goes down, you get more farsighted. But also, when you have the human crystalline lens, if you have an implant, it doesn't affect you as much. So a 140 blood sugar really shouldn't be affecting your blood sugar your vision that much. And, I'd follow your doctor's recommendations. If she thinks your blood sugar should be there, then I would always follow my doctor's advice. Typically we like the blood sugar to be closer to 100, but for each individual, everything's different, And
my A1C dropped down to 5.0, and she says, oh, no, that's too low. I want you more like at 6.0.
Right. So, and as you know, I'm glad she took you off some of that medication because, being over-medicated can be worse than being under-medicated. Many people can die from low blood sugar. So if you're over-medicated and your blood sugar drops to, 60, 50, 40, you can pass out. And then ultimately, if you pass out while you're driving your car, you can die. So you got to be very careful. So I'm glad she's not over-medicating you.
Yeah, she seemed to think the 140 was just fine, and to me it sounds a little bit high.
Mm-hmm. Well, talk with her and, let her counsel you on exactly why she wants your blood sugar there.
And that Ozdex, it's a very expensive shot, isn't it?
Nothing in the eye that we inject is cheap, except Avastin.
Avastin to me, my copay was $40 extra, and on this one it was the insurance company paid $1,000 or some dollars, and I still got to pay him $300 more.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be that kind of money. I said, it should be good stuff for that kind of money, right?
Amen.
Did you feel like you were in the twilight zone when you were coming south on the interstate and everybody else was getting out of here going north?
I absolutely did. It was like gridlocked going north, and we were the only people. A little military every now and then, a state trooper every now and then. We were the only people coming south. Even on I-10 from New Orleans over, there was hardly anybody on the road going east. And it was interesting. The rest areas were packed because we pulled over at 3 a.m. We just wanted to get, 30 minutes of shut-eye, and we couldn't even find a place to park. It was mayhem.
Wow.
The rest
Yeah,
areas, people had
totally
run out
full.
of gas. There was no gas stations. There were no hotel rooms, so they just pulled in the rest area and hunkered down.
You were lucky you found enough gas to get back home, huh?
Well, we were smart. We filled up my race car. We filled up all my gas tanks for the race car, and we bought another 10 5-gallon tanks in Slidell, Louisiana, filled them up with gas, and we used every ounce of that to get back. Otherwise, we would have run out of gas on the way home.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you got back and you had the forethought to think ahead.
Yep. A few of those degrees paid off.
Thank you, Doctor.
All
I
right.
sure appreciate you being there. I sure enjoy it. Thank you.
Hang in there, Steve. Steve's been a caller for many years. All right. You're listening to Ask the Doctor, 1-866-977-4820, 1-866-977-4820. We're going to talk about in a minute, before we take the next call, but we're going to be talking about a new protein that I actually developed called fortifeye naked protein. And this is a new version of my original naked protein. And we're going to talk about the difference in just a second. All right, let's go back to the phones. Bob, like I said, you got to get up pretty early to get in before you.
It was not my fault. I called 6 times and couldn't get through the switchboard.
It looks like Steve was calling even earlier, hogging up the line.
Well, it could be. Well, Dr. Lang, welcome back. And I guess your second place was your own birthday present. So consider this either a late birthday greeting to you or an early one for next year, whichever way you choose.
What can I do for you this morning?
Well, I have probably a dumb question for a Saturday morning, and that's they talk a lot about resveratrol being in grapes and in wine, and that resveratrol is supposed to be pretty good for you. Is it also present in raisins?
Wow, resveratrol and raisins. I know it's in nuts. I don't know if it's in raisins. You know, every now and then you throw me something and I don't have a clue. I know the highest component of resveratrol is actually in a Pinot Noir and in the Oregon or New York region. So that's a red wine. A Pinot Noir in that region has the highest amount of resveratrol. You know, blueberries and grapes do have some resveratrol. Nuts have some resveratrol. I don't know if raisins have it. I don't know. I'd have to Google that. You know, the knotweed is a Japanese plant called the knotweed where they extract a lot of this resveratrol from. But I don't know. Raisins probably. I mean, what is raisin? A raisin is a dehydrated grape. So I imagine it should be in there. I mean, it's in blueberries and it's in most berries. I would imagine it's in there. I don't know how much is in there, but that's a good question.
Okay. Well, maybe next week we can ask that again.
Yep. Now let me tell you a little tidbit of information about resveratrol. There's a lot of companies out there selling 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams of resveratrol. Stay away from those high dosages because there's a new evidence that suggests you probably only want to take 50 milligrams of resveratrol a day. And then it also depends on the percentage, the resveratrol that we have in our vitamins, like in our AREDS 2+ and in our fortifeye complete macular defense and 1 a day, is 99%. So if it says it's got 20 milligrams of resveratrol, it has almost 20 milligrams of resveratrol. 50 milligrams, it has 99% of that. Where most companies are using a watered-down version, 5% resveratrol. So you got to be careful what type of resveratrol you're getting. But here's the kicker. A lot of companies are selling 500 milligrams, and that's way too much unless it's only 1%, okay? But it's way too much because it can actually aggravate a male's testosterone. It can cause the testosterone levels to go down and the female hormones that are in men to actually go up. And in women, it can mess with their hormonal cycles. So you don't want to be taking these super high dosages of resveratrol, especially if you're still relatively young and virile. You know, if you're 95 years of age, you know, it's probably not going to matter that much. But, you know, if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, even 70, you probably don't want to take super high dosages. So as a rule of thumb, 50 milligrams or less of resveratrol. The same thing with soy. I recommend just staying away from soy because soy is also a phytoestrogen, just like resveratrol is. And too much soy can cause some hormonal issues and testosterone to drop in men, estrogen to go up in men, and just cause some issues. And most of the soy has been genetically modified now, so I don't trust it anyway. I don't even eat edamame anymore because there's some studies out there showing it's very high in pesticide.
All right. Very good. Well, happy birthday belated to you, Dr. Lange.
Thank you,
Many
Bob.
more to you, young man.
You have a great day, Bob.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tell you, Bob has a calendar. He knows my anniversary. He knows my birthday. I mean, he knows when we started Lange Eye Care, March 15th, 1993. What a guy. And actually, I hate to say this, but a couple of times over the last 10 years, he's reminded me of my anniversary, which is August 8th. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? All right. Phone lines are open. 1-866-977-4820. We are live today. It's 9:20 in the morning, September 30th, 2017. My birthday was September 15th. Just the other day, I was actually in Las Vegas for my birthday, and my staff took me out because a lot of my staff came. They took me out to a nice dinner, had a beautiful dinner. I had one beer, believe it or not, and then they were going to take me to a big party on top of the rooftop of one of these big hotels. I said, okay, let me go back to the hotel room. I'll get ready. I sat down. It was about 8:30, turned on the TV, kicked back. I didn't wake up till about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So didn't make my birthday party, but that's okay. All right. What are we going to talk about today? Well, I want to talk about protein. I want to talk about whey protein. I developed a whey protein called fortifeye naked protein. Fortifeye Naked Super Protein. This has no guar gum in it. It has no lecithin in it. It has no stevia in it. It has no flavor whatsoever. I developed this for the purists out there that don't want anything but pure protein. It's a whey protein concentrate from New Zealand grass-fed cows. Now, the difference between this protein and the regular protein I've developed, which is also a whey protein from New Zealand grass-fed cows, is we're taking this whey protein from the casein and not from the cheese. This is a newer way of developing it that most people don't even know exists. And what it does, it makes the amino acid profile go up much higher. Okay, so when the amino acid profile goes up much higher, especially the branch chain amino acids, ones like leucine, isoleucine, valine, but also covalent bonded cysteine, L-arginine, all of these are anti-aging nutrients that promote overall wellness and help promote muscle growth and fat loss. It is higher in our protein than just about any protein you can buy in the United States today, unless they're getting it from New Zealand grass-fed cows, and it's coming from the casein instead of the cheese. So I got to tell you, there's only one other that I know of in the entire country that's doing that. So there's two of us that are doing this. So the only drawback here, here's the kicker. It doesn't mix well in water in a shaker. So my super protein that's chocolate, my super protein that's vanilla, you can just put water in it, put it in a shaker, shake it up, boom, it mixes and it's delicious, all right? This product, since it comes from the casein, it has no guar gum and no lecithin in it. It can shake up, but it's still going to have some little chunks in it. It's the best thing is blend it for like 2.5, 3 seconds. Bzzz, just blend it up. And you can use A2 cow's milk, coconut milk, almond milk, whatever you want. You can throw some blueberries in it. You can put our fortifeye fortifeye blue green superfood in it. That's 13 servings of organically grown fruits and vegetables. Blend it all together, and you got a powerful anti-aging, immune-bumping, muscle-building, fat-losing drink. So it's called Fortifeye Super Naked Protein. Remember, no taste. So if you want to put it in your pancakes or your waffles for your kids to make the protein a little higher, it's great because it doesn't have any taste at all. But it will not assimilate well just in water in a shaker. It's going to be clumpy. So remember, you just have to blend that one. Fortifeye Super Naked Protein. If you want to learn the exact science about this, go to a website. You can certainly go to fortifeye.com. I got everything on there. But I've created a website just for the protein, and it's simply NewZealandWheyProteinConcentrate.com. NewZealandWheyProteinConcentrate.com. You can learn the science behind the CLA, conjuginolenic acid. That's hard to say. The covalent bonded cysteine, the lactoferrin, how these things not only promote muscle and fat loss, but kickstart your immune system, are anti-carcinogenic. So people that are on chemotherapy, radiation therapy, people that have cancer, I think a whey protein concentrate from A2 cows, especially where the casein protein is utilized to remove the whey. We have no casein in this product at all. Remember that. Is going to be beneficial. And you can buy it at fortifeye.com. You can go to many doctors throughout the country, have it. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at the Lange Nutrition Center, a Fortify Vitamin headquarters on 17th Street in Ocala. You can get it at the Lange Institute in the Villages. Let me give you the phone number for Fortify Vitamins. Get a pen and paper. I'm going to tell you this 2 times. 866-503-9746. One more time. 866-503-9746. Also, the address is 1510 Southwest 17th Street. That's in Ocala, so it's right next to Wood U. You can't miss the big Fortify sign out front. So that's 1510 Southwest 17th Street in Ocala, Florida is the headquarters. You can go in there, buy any of the Fortify vitamins. You can try the protein, try the superfood. You can try the Paleo Simplified bars, the Paleo Simplified Crunch. Heck, you can have a free lunch on me, free breakfast or supper on me, just by trying this stuff. That's going to be a complete meal. All right, we're going back to the phones. Let's see. Steve in Clearwater, good morning.
Yeah, you mentioned that the blood sugar level affects farsighted versus nearsightedness, and that really perked up my ears. Why?
That's a good question. So when your blood sugar goes way up, okay, it causes some swelling and edematous changes, not only in your retina, but in the human crystalline lens in your eye, okay? So what happens is the lens becomes more convex. When it becomes more convex, you get more plus power, therefore throwing you into a nearsighted state if you're normal. But if you're farsighted, your vision actually improves, okay? So it does make you more nearsighted. And I have seen patients that are what we call emmetropic, Steve. That means plano, no prescription at all. I've seen them when they come in. So let's say 6 months earlier, their prescription was 0 and they saw 20/20 in the distance. They came in because their vision's very blurry. They can't see the big E in the distance. We refract them, and now they're a -3, a -4 myope. And I say, you're a diabetic. And they say, oh, no, I can't be a diabetic. And then we ask them, do you have frequent urination, frequent thirst, weight gain, weight loss? And they say yes to all about those. We check their blood sugar, and their blood sugar is 350, 450. And so we get their blood sugar under control, and then, boom, their vision comes back to normal.
Yeah. Another question I have real quick is I was talking at the nursing home where my mother was for 7 years. She's passed away, but I was talking to him, and I asked him questions, and of course they can't talk about what individual patients do, or what they're taking. But I did ask him, I said, macular degeneration in the nursing home is just about as common as gray hair. And I asked him, how many people are getting these eye vitamins, the leucine and he said, okay, well, I'll call you back. And there's 76 people in that nursing home. 2 are getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of cost, why is there such a lag between practice and what we know? This is criminal.
It really is.
It's criminal.
I'm torn with that.
I'm sorry, but
it's
criminal.
I'm torn with that on a daily basis because, we have to write orders, and then these patients are supposed to be getting their vitamins. I got to tell you, if it's a vitamin, it's not a drug, oftentimes they don't get it. And I got to tell you, for dry form of macular degeneration, we're even seeing in the wet form, one of the best treatments is for them to get this triple carotenoid therapy, what we have with the Fortify Focus, the lutein, the zeaxanthin, the astaxanthin. And so, we see patients improve on a daily basis. By the same token, if they're not getting them, we see these patients get worse on a daily basis. So It's so simple, it's so cost effective, and that could ultimately save, it could save, millions, if not billions of dollars to the government.
This is the medical equivalent to the $400 toilet seats in the Defense Department. This is nuts. If we can help people with such, not simple, but these supplements, which are much easier, they don't question getting an Avastin shot that costs hundreds of dollars for these people, but they won't give them something that costs $5 a week. I just think it's nuts.
You're absolutely right. And one of the
sorry,
reasons,
I didn't mean to
I'm not going to get into this, but one of the reasons is it's not Big Pharma. Big Pharma is not behind it. When you think about it, here's an example. An Eylea Lucentis injection, $2,600 for that injection. A Avastin injection, $150. It costs the same exact amount to make both of them. So it's kind of crazy that you can see a lot of drug companies obviously want you to push these other drugs that are super expensive because bottom line, they're making a boatload of money. the pharmaceutical industry, if they're involved in it, you're going to see it's going to be pushed. The vitamin industry, that's one reason Big Pharma wants to get involved in the vitamin industry. I mean, when you sell somebody a vitamin for $25, first of all, the markup is nowhere near what a drug is. There's really not that big a markup, so nobody's getting rich. Nobody is. And so therefore, I hate to say it, that's one of the reasons that it's not being, pushed really hard.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional, but it really upsets me that our older people trust us to do the best we can in their last few years, and this is happening. It's just wrong.
No, I agree. And
I'm sorry.
The most important thing for these elderly patients is their diet.
Right.
Eat the right foods that are full of antioxidants, colorful fruits and vegetables. Take the right vitamins, not the wrong vitamins. Educating these people, educating the people at these nursing homes is very important, but nobody's taking the time to do that.
Right, and a lot of them have bad dental situations, which means they don't chew the food, which means that it doesn't get absorbed, which means it's just
right. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, God bless, and you have a great day.
All right, Steve, you take care.
Bye.
All right, we got a lot of great callers. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. Give me a call. Remember, I am live today, so if you hear me out racing or out and about lecturing or anything, and you hear this tape again and it says September 30th, 2017, you'll know that it is a tape. But we are live right now, so if you have a question, give me a call, 1-866-977-4820. We're broadcasting through 97.3 FM, The Sky, up there in Gainesville, Florida. Please call me. Let me know if we're coming in. And also News Talk 820. We're no longer in Montgomery, Alabama, or Atlanta, Georgia, but hopefully we're going to be on some of these other stations here in the near future. I'm trying to get on New Orleans, my old stomping ground. I'll see if I can get on a station there very soon. Once again, phone lines are open, 1-866-977-4820. Also, you can go to my website, just simply drmichaellange.com, and then you can hook up and follow me on any of the social media. On that website, it connects to all of my other companies. It actually talks a lot about what we do. It also connects to all my social media, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. All of those you can join and follow me. I mean, I think our Twitter is up to about 60,000 people following now. So we got a lot of you out there follow me on social media. And if you do follow me on social media, a lot of times I'll give a special code for vitamins that gives you a discount for, like a 24-hour period, especially if you follow me on Twitter, Michael Lang OD. There's 2 Twitters out there, Dr. Michael Lang. Sign up for the one that has 40, 50,000 people, not the other one. I don't actually even check that one anymore. Also, AOL, something's up with AOL. I told you that before. Every time I put a new password on AOL, 2 days later it says, change your password, you're corrupt. So I just don't check my AOL anymore. So my new email, I have not answered any AOL. My new email address is idude92@icloud.com. So EYE, like your eyeball, dude, like hey dude, DUDE 92, the year I finished all my school, at iCloud.com. I is the letter I. All right, idude92@icloud.com. Shoot me an email that comes right to my cell phone. You'll be getting a reply within 12 to 24 hours. I guarantee that. All right, phone lines are open, 1-866-977-4820. 1-866-977-4820. Also, you can see me. You can see Dr. Yadi Exposito, Dr. Seaborn Hunt, Dr. Michael Tolatino, world-renowned retina specialist at the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump from wherever you are in Florida, the dead center of Florida, in the Villages. That's my only office now. As you were aware, I sold all my other locations. I had 13 locations I had opened in Florida. Now I have one, and I hail from the Lange Eye Institute. Let me give you that phone number if you'd like to set up an appointment to see me or any of our doctors. Also, Dr. Ed Huggett, Low Vision Extraordinaire, is also at the Lange Eye Institute. So we take care of everything from plastic surgery to hearing to dentistry to naturopathic, to any type of eye problems at the Lange Eye Institute. 30,000 square foot state-of-the-art center. Lange Eye Institute phone number is 352-753-4014. That's 352-753-4014. 4014. Also, when you come to the Lange Institute, they're going to give you an option to have something called the Anitas RHA. It's like $45 to do this. It's not covered by Medicare. The Anitas RHA is a state-of-the-art piece of a technology that actually enables us to look under your retina. Really cool. And what we're doing, we're looking for melanoma, believe it or not, that shows up in your retina that we can't see yet. We're looking for the earliest signs of macular degeneration. We're looking for something called lipofuscin, which is a metabolic waste product in your eye. We're also looking for the first signs of Alzheimer's, believe it or not, in your eye. This machine called the Anitas RHA, there's only 4 of them in the state of Florida, super high technology. It also does a pseudo type of fluorescein angiogram without injecting a dye into your blood vessels. So for diabetics, it's great. We look for leaky blood vessels. We look for microaneurysms. We look for blockage, all with something called the Anitas RHA. So you'll get a little paper say yes or no if you want it. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a price, and it can be life-saving. I would recommend doing that. I think we're probably getting ready to take a break here in just a minute. So you're listening to Ask the Doctor. Write the phone number down, 866-977-4820. The phone number to give me a call after the break is 866-977-4820. I'll be back in about 2.5 minutes, so stay tuned.
Having learned how not to cry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Lange. I'm a board-certified optometric physician and a certified nutritional specialist. Did you know that the majority of vitamins that you can buy over the counter are filled with synthetic nutrients, dyes, and trans fats? All of the things that are bad for you. This is why I developed fortifeye vitamins, an all-natural nutraceutical developed over years of clinical research. fortifeye Complete Plus is equivalent to 10 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. This supplement is a multivitamin, eye vitamin, veggie and fruit blend with enzymes and omega-3 fish oil, developed to promote total body wellness and healthy vision. Isn't it time that you took control of your health with fortifeye vitamins?
Take control of your health with fortifeye. Learn more and order now at www.fortifeye.com. Available at Lange Eye Care and Associates.
All omega-3 is not created equal. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Lange. You hear a lot of commercials that promote omega-3 products. It may be confusing. Most large studies confirming the positive health benefits of omega-3 were done with fish or fish oil. As founder of Lange Eye Care and a doctor in search of what's best for my patients, I visited Norway on a research trip to develop fortifeye Super Omega, the highest quality omega-3 fish oil available. Only wild-caught fish with the highest omega-3 content are used in this formula. Produced in Norway at the only NSF and GMP certified omega-3 facility in the world, fortifeye Super Omega eliminates any odor or aftertaste. It promotes heart, brain, eye, and joint health. fortifeye Super Omega has 1,600 milligrams of triple refined omega-3 fish oil. Compare it to anything on the market. You won't find a more bioavailable form of omega-3. To purchase, go to fortifeye.com. That's FORTIFEYE.com or call 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746.
If you or a loved one is suffering from macular degeneration, then take note of the following information.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Lange. I'm a board-certified optometric physician and a certified nutritional specialist. Macular degeneration is the leading cause of blindness in patients over 55. I have personally seen thousands of patients with macular degeneration in clinical practice for over 17 years. I have seen the positive benefits that patients can realistically obtain through nutritional intervention and lifestyle modifications. I have developed a science-based nutraceutical called fortifeye Complete Macular Defense. that takes all of the latest nutritional research and incorporates it into one convenient daily packet. There is hope for macular degeneration through proper nutrition. Isn't it time that you took control of your health with Fortify Complete Macular Defense?
Learn more and order now at www.fortifeye.com. Available at Lange Eye Care and Associates.
Genesis Communications presents the show that's helping people see better and feel better all over Florida. It's Ask the Doctor with board-certified optometric physician, certified nutritional specialist, and popular radio host, Dr. Michael Lange of Lange Eye Care and Associates.
Doctor, my eyes, but cannot see the sky. Is this the price for having learned how not to cry?
Alrighty, good morning. Welcome back to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lange of Lange Eye Care and Associates. Well, actually, the Lange Eye Institute and Fortify Vitamins. I've been hosting Ask the Doctor since, April of 1993. Started on a little AM station called, WMOP, MOP, with Country Jim Kirk, rest his soul. Jim Kirk is dead now, and he was one of my mentors. He got me hooked up in talk radio, and he was quite the man. I miss him already. And he's not even been a year. So anyway, I started on his radio station, WMOP MOP, back in April of 1993. And then we expanded to I had a drive time radio show right here on News Talk 820. I was on Monday through Saturday, daily for many years. And that's where a lot of you hooked up with me. And we broadcasted, all over many networks throughout the country. All right, but right now we're through 97.3 FM The Sky and News Talk 820. If you got a question, give me a call. I am live. I promise I'm live today. 866-977-4820. I think the big powerboat races are today and tomorrow. So, head out to Clearwater Beach and check that out. Also, my daughter's playing in a volleyball tournament starting at 1 or 2 o'clock today over at Calvary. So she's 11 and she's playing on some pretty cool teams playing out there for, I can't even think of the name. Well, she plays for the Heat now. Used to be Rogue. That's her travel team. And let's see, phone lines are open, 866-977-4820. Every now and then you get this little mind block when you're on live radio and you can't think of what you were trying to say. So you got to be able to transfer rapidly into something else. 866-977-4820. A couple of 3 things that most of my listeners and most of my patients are deficient in: sleep, water, and exercise. They're not getting enough sleep, they're dehydrated, not drinking enough good water, and they're not getting enough exercise. Think about it. Is that you? You're listening to me right now. Well, those 3 things will make you healthier, make you much healthier, and certainly the diet is very important. But you got to sleep well so your cortisol levels are normal and inflammation goes down and you feel good. You got to get plenty of cardiovascular exercise to improve circulation, to build muscle, to maintain muscle, to lose fat. And hydration is very important. Most of us do not drink half our body weight in ounces of water. Most of us are drinking reverse osmosis or distilled or purified water that's very acidic and leached of minerals. So drink spring water. Make sure the bottle says spring or well water, as long as you have your well water checked. And you will be healthier if you do those 3 things. All right, phone lines are open, 1-866-977-4820. Give me a call. I think most of you are mad since I ran a tape 3 times. 1-866-977-4820. No matter how complicated or simple your question is, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Also, how important is a routine eye exam? Well, it is actually pretty important. It's one of the, as a matter of fact, I think, let me see. No, we don't have a caller? No, that's not. I thought I was seeing something. Anyway, a routine eye exam is very important. Make sure you have your eyes dilated when you have this routine eye exam. All right, the dilation is the most important part of a routine eye examination. When we dilate your eyes, we're not only looking for the first signs of eye diseases, we're looking for the first signs of retinal tears, retinal holes, and retinal detachments. But even more, maybe more importantly than that, we're looking for some of the first signs of systemic health problems. Some of the first signs of pending strokes, believe it or not, blockage in arterioles can show up. Some of the first signs of a potential brain tumor, all right? Arthritis can show up in the eye. Diabetes, high blood pressure. Things like this can oftentimes show up in the eye. So a routine eye exam may not only be vision saving, it could ultimately be life-saving. So when you get to your local optometrist or ophthalmologist, make sure you have a comprehensive eye exam. Make sure you're dilated. That is very important. If you're not dilated, excuse my French, it's kind of a half-ass eye examination. So please have your eyes dilated. We cannot see all of the retina, the most important parts of the retina, unless you're dilated. Okay? Now ask for the weak drop. We can use only a 0.5% tropicamide, and most people will dilate just fine with the weak drop. And you don't have to use a 2.5% phenylephrine and the 1% tropicamide. That can keep you dilated a longer period of time. So remember, if you're going to have an eye exam, make sure your eyes are dilated. All right. Also, I want to reiterate the fortifeye super protein that I developed. Fortifeye super protein, vanilla, chocolate, and naked. The naked, I want to repeat, the new naked that we came out with does not assimilate well in water, okay? You have to blend it because we're actually creating a protein that's a new generation protein that the amino acid profile is higher than the stuff you buy over the counter. So the branched chain amino acids, all of the amino acids are going to be higher. This is going to stimulate your immune system. If you're a bodybuilder, a power lifter, an athlete of any sort, this type of protein is going to be best for you. You can't buy this over the counter. It's called fortifeye naked super protein, but you do have to blend it in a blender. It will not mix well in a shaker. If you want one that mixes well in a shaker, then you go to our chocolate protein and our vanilla protein. Also phenomenal proteins, but you don't have to blend them. All right? The fortifeye naked protein is $5 cheaper than the chocolate and the vanilla because that organic flavoring we have is very expensive. You can check it out at fortifeye.com. You can order at fortifeye.com. You can order on Amazon. You can go to a website I created that tells you the science behind it, NewZealand.WheyProteinConcentrate.com, NewZealand.WheyProteinConcentrate.com. You want the whey protein concentrate. You do not want the isolate. I repeat, the concentrate is much better for you. It has all the immunoglobulins in it. It has the good fat. Fat does not make you fat. Carbohydrates make you fat. Good fat is actually good for you. All right, let's go back to the phones. I think it's, I'm not sure. Let's see. Linda or somebody like that in St. Pete. Good morning.
Oh, hi. Yes, this is Linda.
What can I do for you?
Oh, yes, welcome back to the show. I had talked with you about 6 weeks ago about having really watery eyes and itchy eyes and trouble with glare. And so I got the polarized glasses and I got your focus.
Right.
And the once daily.
Right.
And so, first of all, I would like to say what a nice flavor they have. Some of the multis I've had before just didn't taste that good.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
So anyways, yeah, so I'm really happy with that. And I actually think already my vision is getting better. I'm able to read street signs better. I'm the one that had the delivery route.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and so that's important for me to do that. And also, the teariness has gotten better, and the itching has gotten better. It's been really amazing, the results so far.
Fantastic.
I
you know,
know.
it's going to get even better because it really takes about 3 months to get true cellular saturation. So it's even going to get better. And the main thing is you're focusing, your reaction time, your contrast sensitivity, your night vision. All of this, since you drive for a living, is going to improve, making you safer on the road. Also, I don't know if I mentioned to you, especially the fortifeye focus. This is called triple carotenoid therapy. Lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin is amazing for your skin. So you can look at your skin 3 months after, and your skin will look younger. You sound young as it is, so you should have minimal amounts of wrinkles. And if you have any wrinkles, they're going to get better.
Good.
That's an
I'm
added
glad
bonus.
I'm glad to know that. That's a plus for sure.
So keep it up.
So now I have a question for you, if you have time.
Sure.
Okay, my left eye, it's like it's sinking into my head. The right eye still looks normal, but the left one, it's just like, I don't know what's happening to it. The eyelid is drooping way down over, almost onto the eyelashes. Do you have any idea?
So when is the last time you saw an eye doctor?
Probably never.
All right. Sounds like it's time to.
But I've never really had vision issues up until,
Right. So it's time to get an appointment to see a local optometrist or ophthalmologist, first of all. When you have this condition, when you have some asymmetry in your orbits or in your eyes like that, it oftentimes is nothing to worry about. It's benign, nothing to be worried about. It can be just a normal process of maturing. The eyelids become baggier on one side than the other, and it gives you this appearance that the eye is sunken in. But truly, sometimes one eye can actually be bulging more than the other, and it gives you that appearance too. So we have to make sure that one eye is not bulging versus one eye being sunken in, like you said. We have to look at the lid positioning to make sure that you don't have what we call a ptosis that could be normal versus something pathological. Because here's an example, all right? Some people, this is just an example. This is not what you have, but this is an ocular emergency. If somebody has a ptosis, that's where one lid sags a lot, and then that eye pupil is blown very large, and the eye is turned out and down. That's called a third nerve palsy. And usually that is from an aneurysm in the brain at the bifurcation of the internal carotid and the posterior communicating artery. That is a life-threatening medical emergency. Now, that's not what you have, but that's just something a lot of people would get this and say, well, I don't know, this is just weird, and they don't do anything about it when they need to get to the emergency room. That's if the lid is sagging, your pupil is very large, and the eye is turned out and down, and usually have double vision. So if anybody ever gets this is just a public service announcement. Go to the emergency room. You bypass your eye doctor. Do not go to the eye doctor. Go directly to the emergency room because that's an aneurysm usually. But that's not what you have. But it still needs to be evaluated because there can be other things that can be mildly serious that cause your lid to sag a little on one side. Usually it's just normal, but if you're not evaluated, you don't know, okay?
True. Okay. Well, I guess that's somewhat comforting then. And I'll try to make an appointment for an eye doctor.
Good. And then keep me posted on this radio show. Let me know what they say.
Okay. Yeah, I will. And a good job on the car racing.
Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm having the time of my life.
It sounds like it. I can tell.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
righty. Okay, thank you so much.
And I got to tell you, when you're going 170, 180 miles an hour on a big bank turn, like Daytona, but this wasn't Daytona. This is Homestead, Miami. It's one of the NASCAR tracks. And your car starts to jump a little bit at that speed upward. That makes you a little nervous. So you got to pull off very quickly. So when I pulled off the tire, the right rear tire, and the right front tire on the outer edge was just mutilated. I mean, it was just flapping in the wind. It looked like somebody just totally took a knife and peeled off all the rubber. So it was, and that's because of the downforce. You got to remember, a 2017 Dodge Viper ACR Extreme Voodoo 2. My car is set up for road racing, not NASCAR racing. So down there, we take part of the NASCAR track and then we go into a road track. And I learned from that, probably best not to go on a NASCAR track in my car because I got 2,000 pounds of downforce. And so then you hit that bank turn at 170 miles an hour. That's a lot of force on top of that 2,000 pounds of downforce. Remember, NASCAR doesn't have anywhere near that amount of downforce, so it's made for that type of turn. So I'm going to stick with Road Atlanta, NOLA Speedway, Virginia International Speedway, Sebring, true road courses, and live a long, happy, healthy, prosperous life. All right, phone lines are open. We got time for another call. 866-977-4820. 866-977-4820. Give me a call one more time. 1-866-977-4820. Did you know that most protein that you buy at Vitamin Shop, GNC, Walmart, wherever, if you open it up and it's really white, it has been bleached, okay? And it's bleached because they use color. They use dye when they're making the cheese, and then they take the whey protein from it, and they don't want it to have this nasty-looking dye, so then they bleach it. So that protein has not only been dyed, it's then been bleached. And chances are it's coming from China and has a lot of other nasty stuff in it. So be very careful. It's kind of like omega-3 fish oil. That's why I developed Fortify Super Omega, because most of the omega-3 fish oil that you buy over the counter, in my opinion, should not be going in your stomach. The same thing with most of the protein you buy over the counter. That's why I developed Fortify Super Protein. That's why I developed the Naked Protein. So go to our website, fortifeye.com, or go to New Zealand Whey Protein Concentrate. Having a protein smoothie once a day or a protein drink once a day is one way of stimulating your immune system. If you're not drinking raw, organic goat's milk, you're not getting covalent bonded cysteine, which stimulates glutathione very well. So this is the best way to do it, a whey protein concentrate from grass-fed New Zealand cows. It's actually delicious. Remember, chocolate, vanilla, or naked. Get it at fortifeye.com. You can call Fortify Vitamins at 866-503-9746. Most people get delivery in 1 day, 2 days max. One more time, I'm write that phone number down, Fortify Vitamins, 866-503-9746. Tampa Bay just did an interview. The Tampa Bay Tribune just did an interview. If you go to their website, it should be on there for a month, talking about the Lange diet and how people are losing quite a bit of weight using it as a meal replacement when they take my super protein, my organic blue-green superfood, and one Fortify Super Omega. That's a complete meal. It's giving you the good fats, the protein, the vegetables, the antioxidants, everything you need. That's a complete meal, and you can actually lose weight relatively quickly if you use that as a meal replacement. So you can think about that. Fortify Super Protein combined with 1 scoop of Fortify Blue-Green Superfood combined with 1 Fortify Super Omega, and that's a complete meal replacement. You will lose weight, and you'll feel better, and you will thank me. I guarantee that. All right. Remember, Lange Eye Institute is right there on the corner of County Road 101 and 466 in the Villages, in the heart of the Villages, closer to the 301 side. If you'd like to set up an appointment to see any of our doctors for eye surgery, a routine eye exam, nutritional eye care, you can call this number. Write it down, 352-753-4014. 352-753-4014. All right, we're going back to the phones. We got one more call. Scott in Tampa, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dr. Lange. How are you?
Fantastic. And yourself?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I just wanted to call in for a minute or so and thank you for all your products I've been taking. I tried that fortified super protein and some of the reds and the greens that you have.
Right.
Also taking the fish oil. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
I needed to lose some weight, so about 4 or 5 months ago I started following your diets and your exercise programs and taking some of these products, and I've dropped almost 45 pounds in the last 4.5 months, so I'm on schedule to lose my 60 pounds in 6 months. So just wanted to call you and thank you, and I also saw your article in the Tampa Bay Times, so great information.
I just talked about that just now. It just came out the other day. Yeah.
Oh,
fantastic.
wow.
I love testimonials of people that we actually help on the radio. So 40 pounds, you got 20 more to go, right?
Yeah. Totally changed my life. So actually I have to make another order as well. So
all right.
I'm looking forward to my 60 pounds.
Good. You're going to feel better. You're going to live longer. Amen. Thanks for the call. I appreciate the testimonial.
You're welcome, Dr. Lange.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. All right, so that was Scott on the Fortify program, the protein, the superfood, the omega-3, losing weight. That's what it's all about, helping people and making people healthier, see better, and live longer. All right, thanks for tuning in, listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm out of here. Have a great day, and God bless you.